Hi, how are you guys doing tonight? I'm going to go ahead and get started. And then, anybody pops on, great. So, what I want to talk about is social media. It's so important to be active on social media right now because we can't do a lot in person. I don't know about you, but I was doing a lot of network marketing with groups, and that's how I was building my client base. Of course, there are people that are hesitant to get together with us to do facials and makeovers and that kind of thing too. So, a safe way to build your business is through social media. And I can't really tell you which platform is best for you. I think it's pretty much demographically based. So, in other words, I think Snapchat is kind of for teenagers for the most part. I know TikTok has gotten really big during the pandemic. People are kind of wild about TikTok. And I did just hear from somebody who teaches how to use TikTok in business. So, that's fine if that's what you're interested in. I just couldn't quite figure it out, so I'm not on TikTok. The sort of millennials are on Instagram for the most part. And then the boomers are really on Facebook. Now, I will say, though, that millennials are on Facebook as well. Teenagers, I would say no. So our demographic for our business is really the millennials and the boomers for the most part. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, so the millennials are born, I think, like 1985 to 2000, something like that. And then the boomer, well, we're also like Gen X too. Gen X definitely, because that's, so millennials we're talking about like late 20s, 30s. Gen Xers are like mid 30s to 40s. And the boomers are like 45 on up. So I probably shouldn't use that kind of terminology. I should just say the age. So in other words, different platforms are better suited depending on who you're targeting for your business. Pinterest has also apparently gotten very popular during the during the pandemic, because people are really into home repair. They're at home, so they're doing a lot of remodeling and whatnot. So Pinterest has gotten really big. So that's also another great format to build your business. So I would say I'm sort of, oh, and I should mention Twitter. I can't say that I've really gotten customers from Twitter, but I do use that a lot to promote my books. So I'm pretty sure I've sold some books because of Twitter, because I have quite a few followers on Twitter. It's just a great way to reach people too. Twitter, I'm not really sure what the demographics are for that. I'd say it's pretty widespread, but it's it's widespread age-wise, but in terms of who's on Twitter, I would say, it's interesting. One thing I'll just bring up is that I am pretty involved with Comic-Con. I go to Comic-Con just about every year because of my books. And this year I was posting about, we had Comic-Con at home, so it was basically Comic-Con on Zoom calls. And I was posting about it, and I noticed, because you can, if you put, one of the tricks that you want to use to grow your presence on social media is to utilize hashtags. And one way that you can utilize hashtags, like for instance on Twitter and on Instagram, when you start to put in a hashtag, if it pops up on Twitter, it'll sometimes say trending, it'll sometimes say how many posts in the last hour. So if you can hook into a hashtag that's either trending or has a lot of posts on it, then that's a way to get eyes on your post if you put that hashtag in there. And on Instagram, if you start writing in a hashtag, it'll show you how many posts utilize that hashtag. So I try to find hashtags that have a lot of posts on it. I just recently had some hashtag training with a group I'm involved with, and they said not to necessarily go for the hashtags with like millions, for instance, because then your post is just kind of lost in those millions of hashtags. Whereas if you do something that's sort of a smaller number, then there's more chance of people getting eyes on your post. So anyway, my story is, as I was doing these posts for Comic-Con, apparently last year when I was posting, I wasn't as involved with Instagram. So I didn't notice this, but there were like very few posts about Comic-Con on Instagram. So apparently it is not where the nerds live. So, but on Twitter, on the other hand, there were a lot. And that's okay, because Twitter if that gets eyes on my posts, then people because some of my posts are about Mary Kay, so it can be a foot in the door for my business. And like I said, for Twitter, I'm mostly marketing for my books. So that's a great place to reach that audience. The Comic-Con audience is the audience that would be buying my books, because my books are about the Twilight Saga and the Hunger Games, which are big fandoms that were really, really big at Comic-Con, which is how I got involved with that. So anyway, I hope I'm not confusing you too much, but my main point is get on social media. If you don't know how to use social media, it's time to learn. It's just time to learn. One of the sayings we always have in Mary Kay is the true professional is never out of school. So in order to really be successful in your business, you've got to be growing. You've got to be changing with the culture, and you've got to be growing personally, professionally, and socially. I have not, the reason I've been successful all these years is because I have pivoted with the times. I have learned to change how I market, who I market to throughout the years in Mary Kay. And that is what's helped me to be successful. You can't do the same thing all the time. And really, if you look at our product line, if our product line had not changed in the last 34 years, we would not be the force we are in the world as a cosmetic company. So you've really got to be willing to change, willing to embrace the changes in the culture. And that's what's going to help you build a business for long-term success and not just a flash in the pan. Okay, so you can see I'm screen sharing right now. Let me just check on here and see if anybody's trying to get on. I don't think I have any password enforcement. So I think anybody can get on. Let me just double check. Oh, I have to stop screen sharing if I do that. Hang on, let me do that and then see. Okay, it doesn't look like, no, okay, I'm still talking to myself. Okay, all right, so let me just continue, and then that way you can watch this later. All right, okay, so let's talk about Facebook. I think Facebook is probably where most of you are at. You at least have a personal page on Facebook. That's great. So this is our unit page. If you're not on our unit page, make sure that you join, because I put a lot of training materials, ideas, marketing ideas, all kinds of good stuff on here. Also recognition too. So you'll want to join that. But let me go to my personal page for a minute, and or actually let me go to the home page, and I'll show you where you create a group. So okay, so over on the side here, you see shortcuts, and these are groups and pages that I'm a part of. If you click on see more, let's see, get this to go. Oh, here we go. Here it is. So down at the bottom, let's see, I think it says create. Okay, so you click on groups here up at the top. So it's messenger pages, and then I did the drop down to groups. And then it says create a new group. Okay, so what I would recommend, if you see here, I've got my Mary Kay Go Rex Go Getters, which is our unit, and then I've got Cindy's VIP customers. So some of you may not even know that I have that. I also do kind of joint Facebook parties with other direct selling companies. So I did a Pampered Chef party recently online. And that's a great way to market as well. So with what I did is I created, I think they're all private groups. And then I invite them to join me. So I went through all my customers, and it says share on your page, and then that's where you go through all your friends and you add them into your group. And so the reason I have both of these, all of these groups, is that Mary Kay does not want us to compete with each other as Mary Kay consultants and sales directors. So because of that, we're not allowed to offer discounts or gift with purchase or anything. We're not supposed to make any kind of offers in our public pages. Now, there's some discussion that your private page is not public because it's your friends. So they have to be added as your friend. So it's possible that you could say that it's okay for you to post specials on there, but I would just rather not do that. And the other reason I don't want to do that is because I don't want to bombard people with trying to sell to them all the time. And so I would rather have a separate group that are really my customers, really people that buy from me, or really people that have interest in my products. And so then I put them in my VIP customers. And let me show you that page. So that page is where I have all my sales, discounts. So this was a special I posted for National Lipstick Day. And then I do post some of the other things from my other pages as well. But see here, 18% off, that's a special I'm having for July. And so I post some things that I have elsewhere, but this is the only place you're gonna find my sales. And then I also did, because again, I don't want to be bombarding all my Facebook friends with everything that I'm involved with. So in this group is where I had a Cabby show. So it was Cabby and Mary Kay. So it was just these people that are my VIP customers. And then that way I'm targeting who I'm reaching out to, and I'm not bombarding people that may not have any interest in it, right? So this group is 37 members. So those are my VIP customers. They're people that really buy from me. Okay. So I'd recommend that you do that you create a page for your customers. Now, Mary Kay gives you Mary Kay encourages you to have a business page with Facebook. Because one of the things with Facebook is if you do too much marketing on your personal page, they will actually put you in Facebook jail and not give people access to your page, because you're not supposed to be selling on a personal page. The only problem with a business page is that people have to like it, okay, in order to see your posts. And then in order for them to really see your posts, they have to like it, and then they have to also say, see these posts first, or make it a priority or something like that. So that's kind of hard to do. It's hard to get people to do that. I think it's easier to just include them in a private page. And that seems to work best for me. So I don't really have a Facebook business page. I just have a private group that I market in. And then that's okay with Facebook. They don't care if you do that. They just don't want you marketing to the public in your private page. But if it's in a private group, that's fine. You can do that. Okay, so that's really important. Okay, and then let me just show you my Instagram. And I do cross post on all of them. In fact, on Instagram, when you're making a post on Instagram, you have the option of posting it right at that time onto Facebook and onto Twitter. You just have to link those accounts, okay? And then also on Instagram, you can have this thing called Linktree. So you can see it here, link, linktr.ee, and then it's .com. And then what I have on here, when you click on Linktree, then you see different ways that they can connect with me. So one is join content and connection, which is a social media training group that I'm a part of, and if they join it, I'm like an ambassador, so I get a little commission if they join that group. And then this is buy my books. So this will take you to, I think it takes you to Amazon. Yeah. And then you can see my books on Amazon and they can buy my books. Okay. And then, oops, I guess I got out of that. Hang on. Come back. I got to. Okay, I closed the wrong window. Apparently. Okay, here's. Okay, oops, I did it again. Okay. Okay. Well, I just can't do that. I've got to get rid of this page. Oh. All right, let's come back. Let's see here. Okay, so let me do this instead. Okay, there we go. All right, so and then let's go back to this. And then I also have my blog. So I've got one blog that's called Inspiration Blog. So it's more, I don't do a lot on there about Mary Kay, but sometimes I do. And, but it's really more my political stuff, my Comic-Con stuff, to sell my books. It's a blog geared to sell my books more. And then also inspiration, like Christian stuff. I have a lot of Christian stuff on there. And then this is my beauty blog. So my beauty blog is a new one. And I just started this recently because of that training that I've been getting on Instagram. So it's called Cindy's World Changing Makeup. So all of these posts are about Mary Kay philosophy, about Mary Kay. Like this is all about our guarantee. This one's, and then this one, it's interesting. I posted this here, but this is kind of more about self-esteem, which is related to Mary Kay, because Mary Kay really helped build my self-esteem, but I don't think I mentioned Mary Kay in that. And then just things like, and this is like Mary Kay philosophy, you know, if you want more, give more. So Mary Kay's philosophy about go give and golden rule and, you know, that kind of thing. So, and then this is just how this whole blog is about how Mary Kay gives more. Like if they want us to make more money for the company, they just give us more incentives, which is pretty awesome that they do that. Okay, and then I also have Shop Mary Kay. So then they can buy Mary Kay there. So that's Linktree. So that's kind of a cool feature that you can have on there. And I see I need to update my picture on that. I'm gonna have to do that. Okay, all right. Okay, so that's that. And I'll just show you my Twitter. This is my Twitter. And so you can see I'm really marketing my books. So I've got my books there. And I do have my Mary Kay website on here too. My Mary Kay website, my Mary Kay blog, and then I also have my regular blog, the inspiration blog. And then you can see on here, I do have, this is from my Mary Kay blog. I have I have that post on there. These are some of my Comic-Con things. And so the idea is to get eyes on your posts, draw people in, and then hopefully they'll follow you. You get more followers. And then hopefully from your followers, you'll ultimately get customers. Okay. So, I mentioned I've got like a special page for my VIP customers, and then I have one for you guys too. And then on my personal page, this is where I'm building relationships, and I'm still doing some marketing for Mary Kay. So like this post was on Instagram, this post was here, and I'm talking about the color lipstick I have on. I'm talking about National Lipstick Day, but I'm not offering a sale. I'm not asking them to buy anything. I'm just what you would call layering. And then this was kind of fun. Enter your lipstick name in the comments for a chance to win one. Well, I didn't have anybody on Facebook, even in my VIP customer page, comment on that. But I did on Instagram. I had about maybe 6 people that figured out their lipstick name, and then out of those, one of them won a lipstick. And the interesting thing, I'm kind of excited because it looks like I am finally getting some customers from Instagram. So this gal that won, she had seen another post where I posted the spring line of lipsticks and said they were pretty, and she said, and I said, well, let me send you some samples. So I sent her some samples. She lives in Arizona. So we're kind of building this relationship. And then she ended up winning my drawing. So she won a lipstick. So that's kind of exciting. I want to say what kind of the goal is, like the goal on Facebook is to engage with people. And then once I see that they have a lot of interest, then they migrate to the VIP page, or I'll ask them to join my VIP page. And then in the VIP page, I can more directly market to them. In Instagram, I don't really have that, but they can click Shop Mary Kay and they can just click to my link and buy directly from me there. And then in terms of marketing to them, I can market to them in direct messaging. And you want to be careful about that, because I think we've all experienced somebody gets into network marketing and then they send this direct message to every friend they have, or they're just going nuts with it. And I don't recommend that. Don't do that. And I feel really proud that Mary Kay has we've never marketed that way. We're about one person at a time, building true friendships that become customers. So that's really your goal. So, okay, I just want to keep showing you some of the stuff. So again, a lot of these posts are also on Instagram. I do some of my food. I'm just trying to just let people know more about who I am as a person. I'm building a relationship. I do have a little Comic-Con thing on here, and I think I posted something. I am talking about, again, this I think is, that was the post about our guarantee. So I do some marketing, but you can see I've also got other stuff. There's the sunset. Here's my house. I had to get my floors redone. So I try to intersperse it. So it's not all about Mary Kay. That's the other way that you don't get in trouble with Facebook, if you intersperse it with personal things as well. Okay. All right. So let me just talk about your brand. Okay, so your brand is you. basically. And you are marketing you. You're not marketing Mary Kay. You are marketing you. You want people to like you. You want people to want to be your friend. You want people to trust you. And then once that happens, then you're able to go from that to marketing to them. Okay. And I don't know, when I was taught that, and again, this is through this social media training that I've had, it was kind of like a relief. You know, it was like, oh, well, that's like easy. That's just make people my friend. And I really wish more Mary Kay people would learn this, because I feel like too many Mary Kay people do bombard their followers with marketing, you know, buy, you know, and it makes us look bad, I think. I don't think it's really what Mary Kay would do if she was alive. I think, and she was always, her goal was about empowering women one person at a time. So that's not bombarding people with buy. No. So, so your goal is to, in branding, and you probably have heard these terms and wonder, what does that mean? Is really just revealing more about yourself to people. It's a little scary at first. It's about being transparent. It's about revealing who you are. It's about, and it's not like it's just to a few people. I mean, it's to all your Facebook friends. It's to all the people on Instagram that happen to see your posts. So it is a little scary at first, especially when, I know, for instance, when I first got involved with the social media group, our initial, the initial meeting I went to was to take pictures of each other so that we would have pictures to post on Instagram and on Facebook. And that was really hard for me. It was embarrassing, because I maybe don't have the greatest confidence in how I look. But you know what I found is people really don't care. People just want to see you. They just want to see you. And it doesn't matter what you think of yourself. People care about you and they love you just the way you are, you know? And that's kind of cool. And then the more you reveal about yourself, and that's like, if you read my blogs, get into that in even more detail. And not that everybody will read every word that you write, but it's a way to be more transparent. I also got, like, when I created the Mary Kay blog, I was getting really frustrated with the competitors in the cosmetic industry that were out there, and some of their tactics for marketing. Some companies imply that every other brand out there is toxic, and they're not, and that kind of thing. And to me, that lacks integrity, because that's not true. And I read their website, and there's a lot of slanting of their information. So anyway, so I wanted to kind of educate people about really what sets us apart as a company. And yes, our products are safe, and our products don't use any of the banned ingredients that the European Union has banned, and we have other ingredients that we don't use. And now we've got a natural line that's all, you know, paraben free, no phthalates, no whatever, you know, it's all that stuff that the people that are really into natural products, it's perfect for them. But more importantly, what sets us apart is our Mary Kay culture, the Mary Kay culture of who Mary Kay was as a woman, the Mary Kay culture of Go Give, the Mary Kay culture of Golden Rule. Those things are what really sets us apart. Mary Kay's, her personal philosophies that I grew up on basically over the past 34 years. And let's see. So that is really what sets us apart. It's the Mary Kay culture. Empowering women, all of the things we do good in the world and how we're making a difference in the world, those kind of things. So that's really what my blog is about. And I want to show you one of the things I do because that is my goal. My goal is to really reveal myself. And you know, it's really exciting to me too, because it's like this best kept secret. I'm not just trying to sell you a lipstick. I'm trying to change your life with Mary Kay. And I finally really have an opportunity to do that by really embracing social media. So let me show you what I do, okay? So on Instagram, okay, so here's the post. This one is about the new director suit. This one's been pretty popular. It was really popular on Facebook. I had, I don't know, 100 people liked it on Facebook. Great, you know, that's great. Okay, so what I did is I kind of did a mini blog is what I did. I talk about the director suit. I talk about how Mary Kay recognizes us. And then, so this is the whole thing. And then what I did is I copied and pasted all of this into my my blog. So I posted this basically in all of these sources. So when I posted this picture, I wrote all this in the content, then I copied all of this. And then when I posted this on Instagram, there's a little option to post on Facebook. So I posted it on Facebook. And then I had copied all of this. So then I went to my WordPress site and I copied it into my blog. I put this picture on it and then I gave it a title in my blog. And then that was how and then from posting it in my blog, there's a little icon on the blog where I could share it to Twitter. So it went to Twitter. And then I also shared it on Pinterest. So let me show you about Pinterest. So Pinterest, I just started a new business page. I had a personal page on Pinterest, but I was told that you need to have a business page on Pinterest. So I did that. So if you look here on Pinterest, here's this article. And I shared it here. And when you click on it, it takes you to my blog. Okay, so here's my blog again, which you saw. All right. So anyway, I just want you to get excited about social media. And then at one point I was thinking, oh, you know, I'm putting all this energy into social media. Is it really benefiting me? Well, I definitely am getting customers from it. So yes, in that respect, it's benefiting me. I believe our unit Facebook page is helping our unit to be more productive and to grow and to be more excited. So yes, it's putting time and energy into that definitely pays off. But even more important than that, I guess, because I do have the Mary Kay philosophy as my philosophy, and that is empowering women one person at a time. And so it just dawned on me, if I'm reaching one person with empowering or getting help, you know, if they need help emotionally or in any way, if they need help, and if I'm sharing a little bit about God's love to somebody is reached by God's love through my writing, then it doesn't really matter. Nothing else really matters. It's that make a difference one person at a time. That's what makes a difference. Okay, so I love you guys. I'm losing my light here. The sun is setting and there's a coyote in my backyard, so I need to go scare it off. Okay, there's a coyote. All right, so I'm gonna, this is recording, so I'm gonna post it for you on Facebook, and love you all. And if you have any questions, obviously I'm a social media guru, so I can help you. Okay, love you, bye-bye.